Okay guys, we're going to have a look at the last war against Holland. Pretty good side, good raiding and decent bases. They've up 83 war wins so far, so not to be sniffed at. Okay, we're going to take a look at the first raid that me did, or ME. Not sure why the breakers went for that point rather than this point, but as we know, they're alone to themselves. So it's Town Hall 9 troops against a Town Hall 8 base, so it shouldn't take too long to smash this one up. Okay. The next one up is Ryan's clearing up red towards the end of the war. It's not that straightforward to base this to 3-star. There's not a lot of opportunity for these troops to wander that far with these jumps going in here in these small compartments, so it's basically drilling through the base, as you can see. Save some troops for the outside to make sure that this lot gets taken out, rather than trying to bash away at this inner side. So 3 jumps and we've got access to all that base. Very good. Okay, look at Ben's clearing up red towards the end. Not a lot to point out here, guys. It's decent raid, fair enough. Plenty of troops left at the end. This is a clearing up raid I did towards the end. We're not going to look at the whole raid, but just suffice to say, pretty good layout this this base. Basically, what the plan is with this is it's supposed to be like an anti 3-star base. You know, nobody's really interested in a 2-star defense at Town Hall 9. So basically, it's a given that your Town Hall is going to go on a Town Hall 9 base. So rather than have that in the centre, pull that to one side and use that as just a big lump of a building that needs to be destroyed. So you can put that. There's no real reason to have that in the core. The main things you want in a core at Town Hall 9 are your clan castle and your archer queen. So that's the only reason I'm really pointing this this layout out. Now, if you actually look on our website, I'll put a link in there to a pretty good video. It does go on for quite a bit, but the guy does know his stuff, and he does go into great detail of setting out a Town Hall 9 base and what you want to look for and what you want to try and avoid. Just also while we're on this, guys, excuse that by the way, there's a link there to the sneak peeks for the latest update. So if you go into our homepage and just click that, that'll take you to the sneak peeks page of the forum there, which will give you daily sneak peeks, which will be going on for, I would imagine, 3-4 days now, maybe 5 days. From today onwards, you'll get a sneak peek every day about 1 PM UK time. And if you look on the forum as opposed to the Facebook page, you'll get a forum exclusive item as well to look at. I mean, it's something and nothing, that one, but that's what it is. So just so you know, that's there. But if you got time and you're at Town Hall 9, just have a look at that video in there. Okay, so I won't go into all the details of it, but basically that's a pretty good video that you should be taking notes of if you can have your Town Hall 9. Okay, so like I say, we're not going to go through this raid. It was a 3-star, but basically it was jumps and just ploughing through the base. The way that this base is laid out, the way I'm looking at it, it's long compartments, so they're going from sort of top left to bottom right. So by attacking from this way, you're getting access to quite deep into the base quite easily, just using a couple of jumps. So we'll not look at that one in too much detail there. I'll just pass on to the next one, which was Jackson's clearing up raid. So again, this is sort of long compartments, just like the last one we just mentioned. So Jackson's attacking from this side to get into those long compartments and get access to deep into the base. This guy's decided to put a hound in his clan castle, which is, to my mind, a waste of time at Town Hall 9. There's no real defences that are really going to cause any problems by delaying hitting those hounds. So we're going to motor through some of these videos because they're quite a lot to look at. We had a few decent raids in this war, so it's a good raid from Jackson. Just going to have a look at Tony's raid. He didn't quite 3-star, but just a few things that certainly became apparent afterwards, which may have helped to get the 3-star, and I learnt something by watching this. Alex was kind enough to inform of what happened here. So Tony's going to go for the lure on the clan castle, which he pulls over this way. I think he actually changed his mind and decided to do him at this side, but so basically Tony's got witches in his clan castle that he's going to drop in this corner eventually when he draws the troops over this way. She's using the barbs to pull the troops over, and then he's going to deploy his clan castle with his witches in it, with the Archer Queen behind to take down these balloons. Now you'll notice here, obviously, I think this is the last barb. Actually, yeah, that's the last barb to go down. Now, what Alex pointed out afterwards was that if the clan castle had been deployed and the witches had come out and managed to spawn some skeletons while this barb was still alive, then once the balloons have taken out this barb, the next target would have been the nearest troop, which would have been the skeletons. But as you'll see what happens, the barb goes down first, the clan castle comes out, and the balloons immediately target the witch, the two witches. So the skeletons run underneath, and I was under the impression that the balloons may have retargeted for the skeletons, but in fact not. So the balloons go over and quickly get rid of the two witches, which, when you look at the end result of this raid being 93%, those two witches could have made a bit of difference. So we'll just see how that actually goes down. So there's your last barb going down. Now the witches didn't get a chance to spawn those skeletons by the time they'd come out, so both witches are gone, and that could have helped us a bit later on. So Tony's going to use some hogs in this raid. So the plan is to get rid of the clan castle, which he's done, come in this side and get rid of the Archer Queen. Now luckily the Barb King is accessible as well, so we can get rid of him as well. That's even better. So Barb King's about to go down, Archer Queen's down, and then the hogs can come in with the heal spell. Now the other thing to point out in this raid, guys, is Tony's got his poison spell here, which he didn't use on the clan castle. This he realises afterwards would have been an ideal opportunity to get rid of these skeletons, which have been a complete pain in the ass at the minute. So again, just that little thing on those skeletons there may have just helped, just nudged to get the 3 stars. So you know, the 3 stars aren't easy, and the little bits, little details do go towards making those 3 stars. So we're just really pointing those out, really, just to sort of assist if anyone wasn't aware. Certainly I wasn't aware of the way that those balloons would retarget. So every day's a school day, as they say. Okay, good effort. Okay, the next one I'm going to look at is, I think, Walter's attack. You notice here Walter's still on level 2 jump spells, and you actually see. I think it's this jump spell actually wears off, and there's some whizzies still left outside. So generally, you'll get away with level 2 jump spells. They do last quite a long. I think it's 45 seconds. I could be mistaken, but I think it's 45 seconds on a level 2 jump. So I've got good access into the base there. I think we've managed to get into this compartment as well with that jump. So you see that jump spell's just worn off, but fortunately there's no defences in this area that's going to bother those whizzies while they punch through that wall. So we're already at the 2-star stage. Got red. Okay, we're going to look at Ash's red on their number 8. 81% on this red. So good percentage of the base destroyed. So watching this red, and I thought maybe, you know, it's fairly, you got good access to this wall all along. Maybe those, rather than putting 3 jump spells down, maybe you could have put a few breakers down just to get through there with your golems down to distract. But like I say, you can't knock the guy. I mean, he's got 80%, so that's fair play. Just thought maybe a few rages or whatnot may have helped a bit closer to the middle to perhaps go for a 3-star. But like I say, 80%'s a cracking effort. Strange this guy's left his Infernos at level 1. Stuff. Okay, we're going to have a look at Aze's attack. Now normally I tend not to show these typical square bases, because we see these quite a lot. I mean, it's generally what we do is jump here, jump here, jump here, and one into the core there. But A's a pretty good attacker, and he's decided to do the 2 at the side, but there's not really a lot down here that's going to trouble any of his troops at this point. So by the time he gets his golems into these areas here and here, this mortar will be locked onto those, and this cannon and this wizard tower will be locked onto them here. So there's nothing down this area that's going to bother anything here. So he's got plenty of time to get some breakers to come through, and obviously in doing that, it saves a spell, so he can bring an extra either freeze or a rage, depending on which is your preference. So we'll just see how that goes down. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at the raid added on the number 5. Just on this, the plan was obviously to get the town hall, but quite limited with the amount of buildings you've got in this sort of area. So I certainly wanted to get these buildings at the top taken out as well. So I knew after seeing a previous raid on this base that got 1 star that there was a Tesla here and 1 here. But I wanted to come in from this side to leave the Archer Queen sort of out of the way until further into the raid. So the plan was to get a golem to come in here to distract all these 3 defences there. Whizzes behind to take those out, and then basically awaken this Tesla here, which will then bring that golem back in, and then we're going to use a quake in here to open up the base. And I think there's a jump round here somewhere, if I recall. But yeah, golem in here as well with whizzes behind, just to create that funnel. So these buildings have gone, these buildings have gone, and then we come in, and then with these extra percentage from the buildings up there and this extra jump in here just to get into this area as well, then we were in good shape for over the 50%. So the quake spell I put down was a little bit too far to the outside there, otherwise this inner wall would have gone as well, but I do suffer with the shakes when when I'm doing a raid, so that's what I'm putting that down to. So we've got the rage going down to help with getting rid of the clan castle, and also giving this Pecker a bit of a boost to get onto the town hall. The jump in this area obviously gets these troops, so not our troops, the defences, to target those golems, and then the spur whizzes can come in from behind and get a few extra percentage points. So we're over the 50% now, so we can zoom through the rest of this. Okay, look at Alex's raid. Fairly tough base this, with all these small compartments. So a few troops saved there for the extra percentage points. Which weren't actually needed, but it's always nice to have the option. There we go. We're going to have a look at Ollie's raid on their number 2. Loads and loads of stuff outside. I don't know what this guy's playing at. Well, obviously these golems are going to lock on, one on each cannon. Takes 3 breakers to get through one of these level 10 walls. And there we go. So it was all these buildings around the outside made it, well, I wouldn't say easy, but I mean it's easier than having to kind of pick off all round to get the extra percentage points. So good raid. Okay, that's the last one of our raids we're going to look at. We'll just look at 3 of their raids. First one I'm going to look at is the raid on ME. So he's going to do a Lava Lunion, which, as we know, the guy needs to take out the Archer Queen and an air defense. So the Archer Queen's in this area now. So she's going to target the air defense next, so the guy can start dropping his air troops. And plenty of pups going around now just to clear up. Archer Queen still going strong. That's a good raid. Okay, the next one I'm going to look at is the raid on Chris. Again, another Lava Lunion. So it's going to come in to this area. 2 golems this time. He's got extra troops. So obviously he can get to the Archer Queen. He just needs to get a little bit closer in. So he's going to send in his breakers to this point. So then he can put his jump over here. So that gives him access to the Archer Queen. If he can get into this area with his own Archer Queen, then he's got access to 2 air defences, which you'll see is what actually happens. So he's got 3 lava hounds and only 2 air defences to worry about. So if I recall, I think he goes for this. Okay, so he's going to send in his hound, and as we know, the hounds target air defences. So what he's doing here, I mean, he could have sent it from here, but the plan is to send it right across all this way, and you'll see it drag out every single air bomb and seeking mine that's in this whole area, and just watch how many bombs actually come out this poor hound. So this guy obviously knows what he's doing to send that in from that point like that. Let's watch all these air bombs now. Literally stripped out the base of all its bombs, and he can send in one from this side to strip out any that are in that area that obviously there wasn't. So the other one's going in at the bottom. So just something to be aware of, guys. If you're concerned about being attacked by Lava Loonian, and if you're a Town Hall 9, you should be, it's generally not the best idea to have an air defense in range of a wizard tower, because the wizard tower, as you can see, is just firing at this hound. It's not really doing that much damage, when it would be much better to have it out of the range, and then it can be hitting these balloons. So you won't see a better Lava Loonian attack on a Town Hall 9 than that. Okay, the last one we're going to have a look at is the attack on Ando. Ando's got pretty much the exact same base as me and this guy, Yarn, their number 3, did both Ando and myself, and as you'll see on mine, he actually got 80% on mine, which is, I've never seen that on my base. But we're going to look at the attack on Ando purely because it's interesting to watch how he starts this with the healers. So you'll see you've probably seen videos of the Super Queen kind of raid. So you've got the Queen going down with 3 healers over the top, which are keeping her topped up. But the Queen can only sustain so much damage for those 3 to keep up. So what he's doing now, he's going fairly low on health, so he's going to send a giant in just to add a bit of a distraction to let the Queen charge back up. So this guy knows what he's doing. So the Queen's making her way around. We got rid of all that side of the base, so now these troops can just plough straight through in like a thin line. So there we go. So like I say, we won that war by 3, and good effort all round. Okay guys, catch you on the next one.